Hello team, today's challenge is Winter Games Day 8 Luge, where we're given an array of segments, a list of segments, which, news to me, not all segments are the same length, kind of interesting, and we need to first figure out what the meters per second is based on our segment time, and then figure out which of these segments we were fastest at, okay, or what the competitor was fastest at. So this is going to look very similar to yesterday's challenge. Very similar. Yesterday we compared two competitors. Today we are using these two different lists to get the job done. So we can do that right here. Okay. We're going to call this const segment lengths. Okay. That's going to be an array. Paste it all in, indent it properly, and multiple cursors for the win, okay? Right here, setting it up, brilliant. So now we have that. Down in here, we can start to do stuff. We are going to return a destructure on an object. We're going to create that object. We're going to use both pieces from it, so we can do that. But that's going to be based on times reduce, just like yesterday, okay? Nope, do that right. The accumulator, the current, the index. The index relates to both this array, so we can reach into it and get a piece of it, and also our actual segment that we'll be returning in a second. So we need that right here. Excellent. We have our initial variable, okay? That's going to be segment, which can be 0, okay? And index, not index, that's the segment, right? But we have meters per second, which is, wow, I really can't type right now. It's bugging me, but segment 0, meters per second 0. Excellent, okay? First thing is to take care of meters per second. We're going to get that from this time, okay? And that is going to be the segment lengths, so we need that. Index divided by, I think we did a different math yesterday, but this time we are taking that segment lengths, dividing it by current, okay? And based on that, we're going to do some stuff. So if meters per second is greater than the accumulator meters per second, then we return a new object, okay? That's going to have segment, which is going to be index plus 1, and of course, meters per second. We don't need to do anything here because it takes this variable, drops it right in there, not a problem, okay? Last bit is always, always, always return the accumulator because this function might not catch. And if it doesn't, then accumulator is going to basically kill any of our data, okay? It's bad times to not have some sort of a return in your reducer. With that, we have way up here, segment, okay? And meters per second, okay? I keep wanting to say miles per second. No, meters per second, okay? Last bit is this string. Let's hope we got it right. Let's go and grab this, copy, and paste it inside of backticks so that we have this string. Excellent, okay? Oh, look at this. I've already messed up. The highlighting is telling me that it's wrong, okay? Because it's faded out. It's telling me there's something wrong up here, and it is, because this should be const, right? Almost made a mistake there, but here we go. We have the X is going to be one thing, so we can do that. That's should be a dollar symbol, sorry, just like this, and the Y should be a dollar symbol. Excellent. Which brings us to these bits, okay? Segment is going to be that variable segment, and MPS, just like this, but MPS wants to be 2 decimal places, okay? It wants to be rounded to 2 decimal places. So we should go 2 fixed, just like this. Set it to 2, it'll do the rounding for us, and this does it, okay? Jumping through a few hoops. Could we have broken this bit out to a new function? Absolutely. Just like yesterday, we could absolutely bring it up. Kind of changes the game though, right? Because most of the work happens in this function, and most of the work is specific to this, which means I'm comfortable with this. I like the solution. But if you were with the yesterday's solution, you can see the pieces, right? Other than this line here and the things that we're capturing, this is pretty much a spot on match to yesterday's solution. But instead of comparing two competitors, we're using these times to change these segments into meters per second. Okay. And then, of course, returning a big long string, right? Yesterday we just returned the actual lap number, I think, if I remember correctly. But yeah, this time we're doing a string. So always throwing a wrench in the mix, making it interesting, keeping it fun. Okay. Did you find another solution? Did you like this solution? Did you like the fact that you can use similar techniques across multiple solutions, right? Yesterday's and today's, very similar. I think the previous few days also had very similar solutions to themselves, not to this one, right? Are you liking that? Are you enjoying that? Tell me in the comments. Let me know. And yeah, today this has been, what is it? It is Winter Games Day 8, Luge, and I will see you tomorrow.